All right, guys, here we go. So look, I had decided to add another chapter. Well, actually, it's still a compilation of everything I've learned over the years, but I'm also going to add this section in my manual, the chopper manual, and it's going to consist of what is the best way to use your specific dice set. Now, I'm fully aware that sometimes we use various dice sets. You may not have a favorite dice set, but even with the let's just say the myriad of different dice sets that you use, well, how should you use them? So in this video, I'm gonna show how I determine the best way to use my particular dice set. Normally, I always like to click the bottom die one click towards the back wall, but suppose you can, consistently get short hands setting the dice up that way. So in this video, I'm gonna use the big dice, and I'm gonna determine should I set up the dice the regular way. For example, I use the straight sixes dice set on the come out. I normally turn that bottom down one click and stack. So we're gonna find out what's the best way to use the dice set for this particular session. It may change. I mean, from session to session, you never know. So I'm gonna start off the conventional way, just setting it up the regular way, no clicks to the bottom die. I'll toss a hand, see what kind of traction I get. If the hand is successful, I'm done. If it's a short hand, then I'll go to my one click that I normally do and stack the dice. Okay, we'll see if that hand is successful. If it's unsuccessful, then we'll go to two clicks of the bottom die and stack. So it's going to be the same thing with each dice set. For the come out, I use the straight six dice set. I'm going to stack it the regular way, no clicks. Then I'm going to go one click, then two clicks. Okay? Same thing for the inline sixes dice set that I use. I'm going to start it off the regular way for the point cycle. See what kind of traction I get. It's a good hand. See you later. If not, I'll go to one click of the bottom die. If that's a good hand, see you later. If not, I'll go to two clicks. See what kind of traction I get. If I don't get a good hand with those three different ways of setting the dice, I'm done. I only give the casinos 3 chances at my very short bankroll. Even if I had a humongous bankroll, like some of you guys had, it'd be the same thing. 3 strikes and you're out. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna start off on the neoprene, the bouncy shit. I like the challenge. I'm using the small rounded dice. They have no, the edges are pretty much gone. But it's a challenge because I know the dice are gonna bounce. The reason I do is because psychologically for me, actually I think it's more than psychological, I think it's fact. If you can minimize bounce and roll out on a bouncy surface such as neoprene, below a closed cell foam, or any cork, any bouncy surface, when you transition over to a neutral bounce surface or a less bouncy surface, does not necessarily mean that you will have good hands numerically speaking, but you're going to have better control over the bounce minimization when the dice come off the back wall. And that's fact. All right, here we go. So I'm doing no clicks. Starting with the straight sixes on the come out, I'm just going to see if I get any traction. If I get traction this first hand, video's over. Alright, so we got a 6. Only 6. And I'm still looking for my gold, 4s and 3s on one die, not on the other. So this is the dice that I'm using. 4, 2, 4, 2, inline sixes, but I'm not doing no clicks. Okay, I'm just setting up the regular way. Let's see if I gain any traction. All right, here we go. All right, so that's the 4-1 final. Got to guarantee see in there, right here. Now I know that the way I'm setting up the dice the regular way, I know for a fact that my bottom die is traveling one die face faster than the top die. But once again, that may be the best thing sometimes. So we're gonna find out. No clicks. Alright. That's a 3-1. Still got the guarantee. There's the 3 right there. Still got that guarantee right there. As long as I see a 4-3, go. Alright, 6 is the point. I'm going to 4-2, no clicks. Now, what do I consider a successful hand? Well, I'm going to say a hand where you're at least hitting 2 or 3 repeaters per hand. Alright, now I know for a fact I just got 2 repeaters there, I got 2 5s, right? Got in the same die faces. 4-1, 4-1. So I'm making a psychological, I should say, I'm memorizing what's going on in terms of the numbers it's hitting. Alright, so that's the point made 6. Now I did get a lot of rollout, but you know what I mean? You don't get that on the airplane. That's why I practice on it. Alright, so we got 2 repeat numbers, which was the 4-1, 4-1, 5, and we hit the point of 6. So I will continue this way. Even though I know from experience that my bottom die is flying 1 die face faster than the top die. But if it works, who gives a shit? Alright. 5. 5's the point, so I'm going to the 4-1, 4-1, no clicks. And for all you guys that want to toss the long hands and you know, 40-roll hands and all that, 20-roll, 15-roll hands, well, what you got to look at is the money being made per hand. So I would consider this a successful hand. That's a 6 to 8, and I'm done. So when this hand ends, the camera goes off. You gotta play the same way you play in the casinos. Alright. There you go. So that's the point made 5. So once again, you have to determine the best way to use your dice set. Or your dice sets plural. Do you set it up the regular way? Do you turn a die? Do you know, one time? Do you turn a die 2 clicks? Alright, here we go. And this will be in my training manual as well, my instructional manual. This information will be in the manual. Alright, so that's an 8. So I'm going to use a 3-5, 3-5, no clicks. Why? Because so far it's working. I mean, you know, it may not work the next hand. The next hand I might have to click the die the bottom die 1 click. That may not work. I might have to click it 2 clicks. If that don't work, I go home. 3 tries. 3 strikes and you're out. All right, 8's the point. That's a 10. But that was a bad release. Dice still stick to my hands. And you can see it's no gold there. Those are all sad numbers. Yep. They stuck to my fingers. That's okay. So at this point, you should have made your money, and you should have just a few bets up. And maybe just 1 bet because you made your money. If you betting across from that, you know, first, when I caught the point of 6, I mean, you already made money. So, even now, if you still have 4 or 6 numbers bet, I mean, at some point in time, in my opinion, I don't like leaving bets up after I make money. I like taking them down and just, you know, salt away the victory. I mean, I know a lot of guys are aggressive and they say, oh, well, you know, I made my money back. I got a little profit. I'll press to the moon. I want all the profit in my fucking right. Alright. That's a banana split. That's another repeater. There's the guarantee. So, once again, you have to determine when is enough enough. In other words, I've garnered the profit. So really, what you could do is just have the 6 and 8 bet. I mean, you made your money betting across and or inside if you was betting from the very start. Why push the envelope? All right, that's a 9. 549. There's a guarantee again. So thus far, no click is working. Like I say, I like my dice to fly in sync. I like them to match up, but I mean, sometimes that's the worst thing in the world for you. I mean, you have to go with what's working. And right now, the no click is working. All right, that's a 6, 8 point. So that would have been another hit. Just betting 6 and 8. Because remember, you made your money, all you grave diggers and inside bettors, you made your money first hand. I mean, when I made the point of 6. You should have had your money made that hand. Alright? Now you really should have had it made. Because guess what? We just made the point of 8. So, from this point on, here's my mode of thinking. I'm done. I'm done in terms of multiple bets. I got a pass line bet up with minimum odds and a sister number, and that's it. Because I've made my money betting across or inside. So, alright, so we got a 9 this time. That's the point. So I would have a pass line, a minimum bet, minimum odds on the 9, and a minimum, let's say for $25 on the table, I have 25 on odds, 25 pass line, 30 odds, and a $25 5, the sister number, and that's it, and I'm done. Alright, so now that's the point. I got a 4-5-4-5, no clicks, and I'm just going to hope that I keep seeing a 4, 3, and hope that 9 or that 5 shows up. Alright, here we go. Alright, see, that's sad numbers. But it really don't matter, because you've made your money. Ordinarily, I will be cognizant of, oh, shit, I'm getting sad numbers. Maybe I should cut my bets off or regress. You made your money, so it don't matter. But I'm still aware, mindful of the sad numbers that's being tossed. Because what do you want? You want top or bottom. You want one top or one bottom with a sad. Right. See, I'm getting on sad numbers. That's an 8. But, like I said, this juncture, it don't matter because we've made our money. But guess what? There will be no other hands. Now, of course, all you grave diggers and inside bettors, I know, you still be pressing, still have your bets up and all that, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But for me, I know when to walk. And I know when to pull my bets down and just let the hand ride in terms of just 2 minimum bets. All right, and like I say, Frank, you guys would have made a killing so far. I think I've talked at least 7 or 8 times, so you guys will be making a killing. You probably be pressing your bets and all that, and still have all 6 bets up. Especially that repeat numbers. You'd be hitting the 5, 2. You probably had your 5 press up to what, about 250 or so. Me, I'd have 2 bets up because I made my money. And the dice are starting to stick too, so I know it's almost time for me to go. But it don't matter because I made my profit. Alright, that's a 5-3-8. You guys will still be making a killing on these great diggers and aggressive bettors. Man, I'm still getting the guarantee too. I'm sorry. There's the guarantee. This is not the guarantee. Alright. So, this video, there was no clicks. Might come back again in the next video, and no clicks might be the worst thing in the world. But, once again, That's why you experiment. 3 times. No clicks, 1 click, and 2 clicks. All right, 6, 5. That's what, 3, 4, 5, 5 in a row. You guys make a killing on that 5. And there's the guarantee right there. All right. But this gonna do it for me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'd have got paid on the 5. I'm sorry, my bad. Shit, I keep forgetting. That's the point. So I'd have got paid a couple times on the system now. I forgot that now was the damn point. All right, well, man, it's all over now. There you have it. That's the 7 out. And I will be walking. So that's what I'm gonna start doing on these videos, guys. I'm just gonna start all my videos with no clicks. If I gain traction, the camera goes off. If it's a shorthand, 0.7 out, I'll go to the 1 click, see how that goes. If it's successful, camera goes off. If not, I'll go to 2 clicks, which is the final try, final attempt. And if that's unsuccessful, camera goes off. So that's the way I'm gonna be doing my videos from now on. Matter of fact, I love to do live videos like that because I mean, that's the way I would play in the casinos. However, I don't know if that would be, you know, conducive or fair to viewers to maybe only see it. Let's just say maybe a 20-minute live video, because suppose you first hand is a 0.7 out, then the next hand is a 3-roll hand. Let's say the next roll is a 5-roll hand. I'll probably be live for what, 10-15 minutes, and the camera go off. But you know, if you guys want to see that, hey, just let me know. Put the comments in the comment section of the video. I don't mind going live for 10 or 15 minutes. If I bomb out with short hands, or the dice start slipping or sticking to my fingers, you know, for 10 or 15 minutes, I have no problem with that. I'm just not going to do it for an hour, you know, because like I said, for me too, it creates psychological damage. It's a confidence drain for me. You know, it drains confidence because now I'm worried about the dice slipping out my hands and sticking to my fingers. Like I said, the short hands, I really don't mind, you know, as long as the release is good and all that. But I mean, let's be real. You have to play the way you play in the casinos. And I don't think that a person would play in the casinos, no matter what your betting level is, no matter what your bankroll size is, I don't think that most people that are practice shooters that don't go on tilt, I don't think that they would go beyond maybe 3 short hands in a row. I think you know, it would just behoove you to pack it up and come back later. So I believe in Steady Eddie's motto over on this channel. What is it? Practice like you play, and you know, play like you practice. So that's the way I would do it in the casinos. First sign of dice slipping out the hands and sticking to the fingers, even the first hand, I would not toss the second hand. I mean, if it was consistently happening, I would just fold it up after that first hand. I probably, if I had any additional bets up and the dice started slipping out my hands and I, you know, got lucky and did not 7 out, I would probably take down all my bets. If I have odds on the point, I'd take that shit down, leave a naked pass line bet, and just ride it out. You know, I mean, unless maybe things start clicking and the dice stop sticking or, you know, slipping out of the fingers. So I just believe, guys, that you have to portray on these YouTube dice tossing sessions, you know, what's happening in, you know, the way you play in the casinos. You know, it's just like, I understand it's all entertainment. You know, sometimes, you know, a guy might bet, you know, 300 every number and all that, but you know, you don't play like that in casinos. Well, most don't. So for the ones that do, you know, 600 the number across and all that, hey, man, I hope you have a 7 rows ratio long term of at least 7.5. As a matter of fact, I have some more information regarding 7 rows ratio and what it takes to be a successful dice influencer long term. I have some information that's going to be in the manual. It's going to be
in regards to the 7 rows ratio required to beat the place bets of the 6 and 8. I have it for the 5 and 9, the 10 and 4. I also have the across bet and the inside bet of what it would take skill level, 7 rows ratio wise, to beat those bets long term. So that'll be contained in the manual as well. So like I said, you guys are in for a real treat and a very thorough analysis of dice influencing the bets, the toss technique, the whole 9 yards in the manual. So like I said, I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. I don't want to be too premature, rush things and leave something out, but it's going to be very, very comprehensive and very, very extensive. I'm not going to leave anything out. All right, guys, Professor Cage is always spinning, winning, always winning. I'll see you right here next time at the cage. Over and